Hello, I'm Arthur Maddock from Portara, and I'm here today to demonstrate the Compression Manager from within Portara Charts. The Compression Manager allows you to compress the entire selection of CQG's superior data from Datafactory for cash, futures and forex into compressed, back-adjusted ASCII files of any format and style by accessing and reading the files that were created using the Role Manager. In step 1, we created a continuous back-adjusted file of the British pound from 1987 to the present day for 1 minute data. In this step, now we will create a 5-minute continuous back-adjusted stream based upon that output. You will see the ability to choose any format and utilize any variable sequence that suits your particular purpose. You will see the ability to use dynamic session markers, to cut unwanted data such as night sessions from the file if desirable, so you can customize your bars accordingly. Here you can see the hybrid file that was created in step 1. Even though it is made up of BP PIT and BPA all sessions, we can now just think of it as being a hybrid called BP. You can see the begin and end dates and the day, bar and tick count of the particular file, and also the current tradable contract and the next contract based upon your settings. The input shows where we are reading the data from and writing the data to. We can choose to include weekends if that is something we are interested in analysing, and we can also choose custom symbol names in case your testing platform has different naming conventions than CQG's. Firstly, if we haven't done so already, we need to tell Portara Charts what time zone we are in by selecting here. In this way you can write your timestamps based upon local time. We can choose also exchange time, or simply choose CQG US Central, which is CQG's default setting. Choose between a start of bar paradigm or an end of bar paradigm depending on your preference towards timestamp marking. Some backtesting platforms like CQG use start of bar to timestamp, whereas a platform such as TradeStation tend to use an end of bar timestamp. For example, the first bar of the day for legacy British pound on 5-minute data could be labelled as 0720 or 0725, and the last bar labelled 1355 or 1400, depending on your perspective. The data, however, in all respects remains the same. Compression modes provide a subtle difference between the length of the first and last bar according to your needs. The time pulse settings shown will synchronise to clock time pulses, which means that in the case of legacy BP, using an end-of-bar model on 15-minute data, that the first minute bar of analysis will be from 0721 and the last from 0730, producing a shorter 10-minute first bar. Subsequently, in this case, the last bar will be 15 minutes in length, looking at your bespoke 1-minute data from 1346 to 1400. Changing this setting to from first bar scenario would create a longer first bar with a shorter last bar at the end of the session. Data alignments can also be made. See the help files there for more information. For the purposes of this demonstration, we will set up the session times based upon the legacy PIT hours for BP, and we will only allow the day session part, i.e. 0720 to 1400, to be included in the compressed file. We will also only allow the session markers to chop data from the BPA part of the 1-minute continuous file. If you remember that the 4th of January 2001 was the date chosen as the morph date when we initially rolled the actual contracts. In this way we can save chopping any data from the beginning and end of the PIT part of the 1-minute stream. We have made a choice to do this, however, you may choose your own settings. All that remains now is to choose the format which suits your particular testing harness. You can include a header here if you wish to. You can choose the bar length of compression here. And this will change to suit the directory of your outputted data. Choose whether it's intraday, daily, weekly, monthly, seconds or tick. Choose any delimiter that you think is necessary for your testing platform, and then any you wish to include: the contract, the daily volume and open interest, or any of the price data points. You can also choose any time format and any date format that you desire. We can also choose to have the compressed file output between date parameters, but for the sake of this demonstration we shall leave that. Simply select BP and create the stream. Finally, we can see the result of the 5-minute compression with respect to our settings. Notice this is 10 times smaller than the original 1-minute stream it read from. Opening the stream reveals the data in the format and timestamp references that we require. Please see the presentation on the Update Manager so you can see that after the daily updating service is run, there is no need to re-roll your data or rerun your compressed bespoke data regardless of your chosen settings. Please also see the CQG Datafactory Chart Viewer presentation to see that you can always view your bespoke data no matter what format you decided to produce your data in. Thank you.